When I first started my business, I thought I knew what I was doing, but I was wrong. Just like all people who want to start their own business, I wanted to be my own boss, make my own decisions, and ultimately be free to live life by my own terms. Sounds perfect, right? Now, I can tell you from personal experience that it is a whole lot easier said than done. And in today's video, I'm going to tell you why. Hey, what's going on everyone? If you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. My name is Henok and I make videos about business and personal growth. So if you're planning on starting your own business and don't know what to expect, or have already started your business and you're looking for some sort of guidance to navigate the roads ahead, this is the perfect video for you. To begin, I'd like to say that in today's modern world, the idea of being a business owner or an entrepreneur is over-romanticized. Now, don't get me wrong, because I think starting a business is one of the most courageous and rewarding things that you can do. But I feel like there are quite a few things that no one really prepares you for. And because I'm so nice, I'm going to be sharing those with you. Now, the first thing I wish I knew when I first started my business is how lonely it's going to be. Starting a business is definitely a lonely journey. From looking for my first rental office, to buying my first office furniture, to getting my business license and landing my first few customers, it was all up to me and me only. And it was overwhelming to say the least. In addition, as a business owner, you are also responsible for making high-stakes decisions on strategy, finance, and operations, which can often feel isolating. On top of all of that, because you spend most of your time working on your business, you are going to start spending less time with your family and friends. So naturally, your social circle is going to start shrinking, and that can definitely make you feel lonely. Second, let's talk about money. I think you can all agree with me when I say that the reason why most people want to start their own business is because they want to be financially free. They want to be able to earn sufficient money to finance their ideal lifestyle. While that is definitely possible, I feel like the reality on the ground doesn't often meet our expectations. You see, when you first start your business, unless you're the lucky few who end up making huge chunks of money right from the get-go, you should expect to lose money or struggle to break even. Especially if you're from a developing country like Ethiopia, which is where I'm from, where running a crowdfunding campaign isn't really the norm, or securing angel investors isn't really that easy. Most small business owners finance their business out of their pocket, which is quite a risky thing to do, because that money is going to be the entire lifeline of your business. So until you get your business to a point where it can sustain itself, you should definitely expect to be short-handed with money for the first couple of years. Let's talk about employees, shall we? As a small business owner, we all come to a stage where we come to the realization that we can't be everywhere and do everything. So we have to hire people. And listen to me when I tell you that hiring and managing people is going to be your biggest test as a small business owner. Your first test is going to be finding the right talent to fill in the gaps where you're lacking. And even after finding the right people, you often have to train them and make sure that they are well incentivized to want to work for you. But that's not all. No. You see, we live in an age where opportunities are everywhere, so people not only want to be paid well, but they also want to work for a company where they feel like they're growing both career-wise and as a person. And you, my friend, as a business owner, are responsible for creating a company culture that your employees are proud to be a part of. We are now going to talk about my least favorite word in the dictionary. Yep, you guessed it, taxes. As a business owner, dealing with your business is only half of your struggle, because you also have to deal with the government, which in and of itself is a full-time job. I can't even begin to put to words how frustrating it is to deal with the government, especially when it comes to taxation. Now, obviously, I can only speak in the context of my country. I don't know what taxation policies you have in your country, but where I'm from, the tax policies are less than ideal. I'm sorry, did I say less than ideal? I mean, it can be hell. The government doesn't really care if you're cash flow negative or you've incurred a loss this year. They simply want your money. So they often come up with this outlandish and sometimes creative ways to tax the living daylight out of your business. And as if that's not enough, there's massive amounts of corruption and bureaucracy that makes it nearly impossible to run your business by the book. As a business owner, even if you have employees, you almost always work long hours. One day you're working on finance, the next day you're working on marketing, after that you're handling some sort of crisis in operations. As a result, you're constantly going to feel stressed, worried, and anxious. That is going to be your constant state of mind. You see, a business for a business owner is like a child. You can't help but think and worry about it, just like a mother worries about her child. And when it comes to running a business, there's no such thing as a work-life balance. I mean, who are we kidding? Because you eat, sleep, and breathe the business. Inevitably, that can be taxing on your mental health. So you have to come up with healthy and creative ways to manage stress. Alright guys, these were some of the things that I wish I was better prepared for when I first started my business. Now remember, this video is by no means meant to discourage aspiring business owners, but I feel like I owe it to you guys to be open and transparent because that's the entire purpose of the channel, to help you guys become successful entrepreneurs. If you found this video insightful, please give it a like, and if you know someone who might benefit from its message, please do share. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, shame on you, subscribe right now, and I'll see you guys same time next week. Adios.